Here is your latest African news. Sudan. Hague court holds fast Darfur trial. The International Court's trial of Ali Kashib or Kushib will open on April 5, 2022 and offers the first opportunity to see a leader face prosecution for massive crimes committed in Darfur nearly 20 years ago. The trial is a long-awaited chance for victims and communities terrorized by the notorious Janjaweed militia and government forces in Darfur to see a leader held to account. For years, those implicated in serious crimes and other abuses in Darfur have largely suffered no consequences and in some instances have even been rewarded, according to Human Rights Watch. Sudanese authorities are yet to surrender the remaining fugitives involved in the human rights abuses in Darfur, including former President Omar al-Bashir. Senegal. Senegal infuriated by what it calls racist remarks from French candidate Zemmour. Senegal has said that it will take appropriate actions against French presidential candidate Eric Zemmour for the degrading and irresponsible comments he made against the Senegalese community living in France. This is after the far-right contender branded some of its members delinquents and crack cocaine dealers. Senegal firmly condemns the remarks made by Zemmour from Reconquête Party and one of the 12 candidates to the French presidential election due on 10th and 24th April. Ambassador Sayers said that his country will take appropriate actions against the politician and may even consider a lawsuit. While visiting potential voters in northeastern Paris on 25th March, Zemmour said that most of the non-French delinquents are Senegalese and that they will be sent back to Senegal when he will be elected president. Africa-wide. Africa's 5 teams going to the Qatar World Cup confirmed. The 5 African nations heading to Qatar for the 2022 FIFA World Cup were confirmed on Tuesday night. Cameroon, Morocco, Tunisia, Ghana and Senegal will represent CAF in the first ever November-December World Cup. All 5 qualifiers booked their places at Qatar 2022 by winning 2-legged playoffs. Those playoffs turned out to be largely close affairs as the away goals rule sent Cameroon and Ghana through, while Senegal beat Egypt in a penalty shootout. Elsewhere, Tunisia held on for a 0-0 draw against Mali to see them prevail 1-0 on aggregate, while Morocco were the only big winners on Tuesday as they thrashed DR Congo 4-1, 5-2 on aggregate. South Africa. South Africa regulator bans sexist wine advert. South Africa's advertising regulator has ruled against a wine advert that has been criticized as offensive and perpetuating rape culture. It is said the advert depicting a young woman with her mouth wide open and wine being poured into her mouth was in breach of advertising regulations. The advert was created by alcohol delivery service Wine Time and appears on the side of a van. The Advertising Regulatory Board ARB said complainants felt the branding was highly offensive as it objectifies and sexualizes women for no responsible reason or cause. In its decision, the ARB said the advert constituted a negative gender portrayal that was unjustified. It did not depict responsible alcohol consumption by volume or pace and created an impression that it enhanced sexual performance, it said. The woman's pose of supplication while she drinks alcohol is problematic in a country rife with alcohol abuse and alcohol-related gender-based violence, the board added. Uganda. Uganda government launches campaign to reduce use of charcoal and firewood. The government of Uganda has embarked on a campaign to reduce the use of charcoal and firewood, starting with large consumers that include educational institutions, hospitals, and prisons. The Electricity Regulatory Authority (ERA) has signed a memorandum of understanding with the country's prison services with the aim of transiting from the use of biomass to clean energy in a project called Charcoal to Power. More than 200 prisons across the country will benefit from the pilot project, as they are an institution that uses around 30,000 tons of firewood a year for cooking, which translates to $277 million. ERA is targeting over 500 institutions and 50,000 households before they roll out the campaign in the rest of the country. Kenya holds first all-female motor rally. Kenya held its first ever all-women auto rally competition called the Lioness Rally, the race that attracted 8 teams all made up of female drivers. Organizers hope the inaugural race will attract more women to motorsports. Maxine Wahome and her partner Safina Khan came in first place with a time of 17 hours, 16 minutes and 1 second in their Subaru Impreza. Coming in second place by just 13 minutes and 1 second was renowned driver Tash Tundo, who was navigated by Chantel Young. Caroline Gatimu and Tinashe Gatimu, the mother-daughter duo, came in third. The Equator Rally, which will take place on April 3, 2022 under the Africa Rally Championship banner, will continue the motorsport action. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow, share and like our video. It's the best way to support us. Great news! You can now buy our African children's book, Maua and the Gardens of Plenty, a book that teaches children the power of great ideas. This book is the best way to start exposing your children to African stories told by Africans. Find the purchase link in the description below. You can directly support this news series by becoming our YouTube member, Patreon or donor, and remember, Africa is watching.